exactly what the money would have done if it was in the market for the last year. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a test using my Benjamin software, and it's going to run as if it were live, using real-time market data, actually historic market data for a year. This is a Euro US dollar. It's on a $5,000 account, and it's going to run for a year straight.
When the man shows up to show people how to get to the money.
Okay. As this is running, it's going through the months. This is it's only going to take a minute. But what this is going to show you is how you're not only how to win trades, but what to do when your trades lose. The software is not impressive because it wins. Lots of people have software that wins. I mean, in fact, I'd say most software wins more than it loses. What makes this software impressive is that when it loses, it ties. And what I mean by that is the artificial intelligence only kicks on when the software is in a losing trade. When the trade is losing, Benjamin, the artificial intelligence, decides, hey, I'm either going to make a trade go in the opposite direction or in the same direction, but it's going to hedge you out of the trade. It's going to get you out of that trade. And I can show you this on this example. So the $5,000, this was a $5,000 account. It went from $5,000 to $7,616. This happened 7 times simultaneously. So the $2,616 is happening 7 times. This is just one pair. So my point is that in the history, I can give you an example. 85% of the trades are wins. But the wins are not that impressive. They win lots of trades and traders who do that. But when you're going down, what makes this impressive is that at this point right here, this was an enormous market dip. The trade went crazy bad. So Benjamin immediately made the determination that it was not going to go well. So it placed a second trade right here. And it noticed it still wasn't going well, so it placed a third trade. So at the exact same time, at 14:59 and 40 seconds, it took a $500 loss, a $49 loss, and a $562 gain at the exact same time to break you even on that trade. Same thing happens as it moves down. Here's another one. Benjamin determined it was not going to win at this point. It did a cost trade, a cost average trade there. It took a $241 loss and a $245 gain at exactly 17:01 and 27 seconds. The exact same time it takes the loss, it takes the win. So as it goes along, although the vast majority are wins, here's another one, took a 255 loss, 257.55 gain at exactly the same time. So it's not impressive that Benjamin wins. It's impressive that when it loses, it ties. So you always have a net gain on your account. And thus far, since it's been live, it has not had losses.
Awesome.
Amazing.
And again, you don't have to have knowledge of trading to do this. Once you set the account up, it runs for you. So I don't know if anybody has any questions.
What does somebody do? So I don't know anything about Forex. How do I get this to actually work?
Okay, you really hope hard that it does. What you do is you go online. Once you purchase the software, you're going to get a getting started email.
Yep.
In that email, it's going to give you the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 to get started. Once you get started, you're going to go through the steps to set it up. And if you have any problems, you go online. There's customer support. There's everything you need and every resource at your disposal to help you out. And it'll give you all those addresses where you're supposed to go in the email.
Now, just to help you understand something that's crazy, he put $5,000 in the account. It went to $7,500 off of one pair, but the software simultaneously trades 7 pairs at the same time. So that could potentially be anywhere between $20,000 to $25,000 that your $5,000 would have made you hands free. For those who don't understand that part, which is nuts.
No, and it's great because what it does is it gives people the ability to make their money without paying the banks a huge commission. When I traded for the hedge fund, we guaranteed the hedge fund 20% per year. I always made at least 350% per year. Who made the difference? The hedge fund made the difference. so that's exactly what it is. Here, you keep 100% of your profits. Once you are a member once you're a member and you have the software, you keep 100% of everything that you do. It's not important what broker you have. You can choose your own broker, which a broker is just a place where you put your money into and let it trade. But you control everything.
Another question: what if you traded while Benjamin was running and you lost a trade? What would happen?
If you trade yourself and you happen to be trading one of the 7 pairs that Benjamin is actually optimized to trade, you can screw up the trade yourself, and Benjamin will get you out of it. Benjamin will absolutely trade. Benjamin will absolutely trade and do a hedge and get you out of that trade.
So there's a new software coming out tomorrow that I think would be very important. I know we don't want to say too much before we release it tomorrow, but I think it would be important for some of the people to really understand the power of what that's going to do for the average person.
Yeah, the software that's coming out tomorrow, it's called Hamilton. Hamilton is a software that's designed for people who have between $500 and $1,500, smaller accounts. The beauty of Hamilton is it trades on the smallest possible lot size that you can trade in the Forex market. That is 0.01. What that means to people who don't know anything about trading, it means that the average trade when you get into it with Hamilton will be about 5 cents negative. You're not going to have major anything negative in your account, really. And the trades will trade about 100 to 200 trades a day. So that what that means is you're going to be taking a ton of small wins, and the nerves behind your trading will kind of be erased, because even if you have a trade that goes crazy, it's only going to be down a few dollars. So you're not really going to have that anxiety, like when you see trades coming out. Benjamin, the hardest thing I had to overcome when I first released Benjamin was on the few trades that go out on your account, and you start seeing it go negative, people are like, whoa, what is this? It's negative. But you have to understand, the brokers are out to make money. They are trying to work the system so they win. So every single trade you make, without exception, every trade you make starts out negative before it goes positive. Hamilton tries to relieve some of that anxiety, because that negative trade that Hamilton does is only a couple of cents. So, that's kind of what my mindset was there. And also the gains that you gain with Hamilton on small accounts are greater than Benjamin will gain on a $500 account, because Benjamin is more of a compounding model that's designed to grow money big over time. Hamilton is not compounding. It just gets you a fixed return every single month. But for small accounts, that is unbelievable.
Awesome. What makes this different than a mirror trader, and what makes this just mirror trader is illegal and this is legal?
The thing about this is no two people get the same trade. No two people get the same trade. I'm going to repeat it again because that's so important. The CFTC mandates that you have the right to control your trader. You can change any setting within it. You want to do more money or less money, higher risk, lower risk, you can do that. A mirror trader is when somebody puts out a trade and everyone in the company gets that same trade. Well, not only will that raise red flags in the broker, which they will definitely want to work against you, it doesn't work. Because the last few people that get that trade, there's not going to be enough liquidity in the market to get you out of the trade if the trade does not go your way. So you're going to lose big if you're one of the last people to get it. The other method of trading that's not legal is, the CFTC's deemed not legal, is what happened to Mr. Winning. When people send signals to him and he has to put the signal into the computer and make a trade. Here's the problem with that. It may be a very good trade when he first gets it, but I don't know if people understand the speed of the market. If anyone who's ever traded Forex, they realize that you can have a trade right now that's great. This candle can jump up and down and flicker 10 times in 2 seconds and be a 20 pip difference than where you start. The fact of the matter is by the time you get that trade and you go to put it in, it may not even be a good trade anymore. And at that point, you know, this same guy is sending that same trade to a ton of people. And you're also drawing the liquidity of the market down, and it's not going to work for you. What's beautiful about this, no two people get the same trade. You can choose whichever broker you want. You're on different servers, your internet speeds are different, no two people are going to get that trade. It's always going to be slightly different. Even if it's only a pip, it's going to be a different trade. Different brokers have different entry points, you're going to be running this in a cloud,